First of all, on labor mobility, as you follow survey and I think the press statements that have been going out, we conducted a recruitment drive on 27th of February to the 10th of March. As press statement nearly 15,000 applicants apply. Cost up 4,000 law online and by email submission. Now bulk law applicants submitting more than just under 11,000, 10,964. Just on the so where we are now in terms of dealing with this 15,000. Before me talk about this 15,000, the numbers will increase more because we are making outreach. As of we were supposed to go underrepresented province, especially Makira, Isabel, Temotu, Renbel. But the funds have come through, and we are basically now finalizing arrangements. Within the next week or 2 weeks, we should be in both Makira and Isabel, and then also Temotu. So that one, and we just want to Temotu. I think it's beginning of April. That one, and we just want to tell them, which means numbers where Mifala doing at the moment will increase. Now, Ogata ones where Golo provinces here, because low provinces access to internet and something might not be the same as Honiara and elsewhere. So we will be also Mifala accepting too. So Mogata make them envelope submission, hard copies blow application blow. So that's on that. One of the things that now in terms of trying to deal with this 15,000, yeah. The current capacity below labor mobility unit and the support that Australia have continued to provide. I think we have the Pacifica team where hem continue to provide them necessary support. Yeah, we can only do 800 applicants per month. So meaning that this one will be spilled over going into next year too. Yeah. So I think we estimate roughly 19 months to really do something. But if look at demand labor mobility or some demand outside them increase, we will try to find ways and means of increasing it. But with the current work, because current worker are doing two things. One is basically dealing with making what profiles, making what the work ready pool for workers here, as well as mobilizing workers for travel out to work. So they're doing a little bit quite doing a lot of stressful work at the moment, but that's where things are. Usually time if processing any applicants if follow not day or submit him. So day one will probably like the first 800 will come from Okata man will submit him law first day, and then just continue normal. So the screening and also time if I say screening, one of the things that screening is basically and interview is just to more or less test him fitness level, blood pressure. One of the things we will find him is within each recruitment screening that we will make him. There are a number of our nationals so a little bit colorblind too. That one too, we will find him law something. So usually time autumn we will find him also one sort of colorblind and also then we will usually advise him that and by a little bit not possible and eye enhanced coordination or things or same that's where the screening happen, and then we usually interview and then try to have them go on this profiling into this work ready pool. Now the interviews I'm usually done with them employers as well. So not necessarily we have one single interview. Usually sometimes time what employers come or the interview. So we have cases where several workers, 2 or 3 employers now look lohem, yeah. So those situations do happen. But I think once of the employers all me fala sabe do normal is to keep presenting the candidates or some other applicants here. But if other employers know something, it might mean that probably the type of work where employers are seeking from something, it might not be no find him now that skill set or that fella that fella particular individual. Yeah? We just want to say that where we are now, before this all 15, we basically have nearly 2,479 workers, yeah, still on the work ready pool. Yeah? But that again, we will try for clean him up too, because there are some who are not responding to the phones where me for call go. With no respond, not once now. Me for usually do him over time, and then they have emergency contact. If also no respond to them, then that process of trying to delist some of them by happen. But the priority now is basically to keep working on this 2,479 we're already on the list, yeah, and then we'll populate the other ones. There is another stream where we also look lohemna is this related to what nurses play me. Time is nurses. I'm basically referring to as me tell them in the past, unemployed, those who have not yet found employment, and those who have recently retired. Okay, we more or less have another stream for Gata. We have so far screened nearly 38 nurses. List time long, but Okata once we're low list where kind of no answering calls. So we're trying to track down the remaining number of something, or at least have not come from Mifala more or less taken from the Ministry of Health and Medical Services. So that we try to, as much as possible, protect our health system. You may not destabilize them in any way, and you may try to work with them. The list that Ministry of Health providing. We are also not encouraging anyone to resign or something or same. We just only will be working with them. The list that we have been given by Ministry of Health and Medical Services. Just on the numbers, Noma, labor mobility numbers, Noma. Right now we have from the last 24 to 36 months, goes up 5,332 now mobilized in Australia. But Ogata Savala finishing contract too. So where we are now is basically currently there are about 4,705 workers now, basically in Australia. But if you add in the numbers low New Zealand, which is basically around 600, him more than 5,000 over finish now. So we are looking at going forward. We're basically looking at another couple of thousand more to go to, but with Australia maybe around 2,000 to 2,500 this calendar year, and then we're hoping we'll probably reach this maybe 1,000 or so low New Zealand. We'll see how it goes, because you have a hurricane lebet bangarim New Zealand, which basically also affects the farm. It might also affect the market, but so far we are mobilizing more workers also for New Zealand. And as we speak, I think tomorrow and Thursday and Friday we are doing pre-departure for more workers going to Australia. So that's on that. we have always tried to, several discussion, debate law, public media where even several man applicants not honest in the sense of say no waka but apply when they are actually working. On this particular matter, we are actually working with them, Solomon Islands National Provident Fund, to check him now. NPF blogata, because once you are receiving contribution from the employer, time we will look him that what confirm that employer work is you continue to receive work. What usually will happen in such cases or usually me fala by ask him to make him some understanding with them employer. If they're in the private sector to because I think mifala everything mifala also try to work with them companies blaming in the sense of ensuring that request, some of them have requested if any movement law or some workers go law labor mobility scheme, basically they need time. No sem tomorrow no go then tell them go boss that they are leaving. So what we mifala say for doing lo man we are receiving more NPF blogata and oseme Ogata to come and show a little bit some evidence that there is some understanding between Ogata and employer blogata, that employer blogata willing to release him Ogata time the opportunity arises. Once then we will take that osem mifal no stop him Ogat man we waka for no take him on jobs, but really the priority will be on those that do not are unemployed, but will accommodate those where Ogata have some sort of arrangements with them, the respective employers.